To pray, there's no angels where I go. Only pieces that are broken, scattered dreams across the floor. I'm home.
Alrighty, hello everybody, this is Show here. Now, whenever we last left off, Todoroki had just gotten a bit of a surprise. Apparently the architect would like to meet him, and he just talked to Ida about this. Now, if you guys haven't guessed already, Todoroki's personality is wildly different from canon. And that is because if you guys have been following this series, you know that Deku helped Todoroki whenever he was 4, by basically getting information on Endeavor and turning him into the police. So that is where his older siblings basically took custody of him. And well, they inherited the Endeavor hero situation. Basically meaning that Dobby, he took charge of it, taking his father's place and stepping up to the challenge. Meaning that a lot of things had to happen. Now, let's pick up back at the hospital. So, Todoroki is a bit more confused and alarmed. Talking to Ida and trying to get his answers, that was a bit helpful. But he's thinking that he may need to talk with everyone else, and at least ask them if they can come with him. If he's going to meet the architect, then the architect might make him disappear. But that guy's actually been quiet lately. So why pop up out of the blue? Especially with me. And if he is connected to me, then why did he help me so long ago? Why is he interested in someone who's just, a student at UA? Now, this is whenever Todoroki would get up, walking into the individual hospital rooms, with, I believe, Jiro and Mina trying to cheer up Kendo, and tell them that he needs to talk with everyone. And then actually putting Ida onto the phone, as they would all pile into Bakugo's hospital room. Bakugo mad and confused, but after Todoroki at least basically looks serious, and please ask him to calm down, Bakugo knows that something is going on, calling Ida. And Deku would listen to this conversation, waiting for it. Hello? Yeah, Ida, are you there? Can you hear all of us? Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Did you have an idea or something? Why are you calling again? Well, it's a bit complicated. The guy who contacted me, he's the architect. Everyone getting a bit shocked, along with Bakugo not believing it. Okay. And what's your proof? As Todoroki's phone would actually buzz. Bakugo watching Todoroki swipe through his messages, and a picture being shown. It being outside the hospital room, and outside the hospital in general. Along with a picture of Bakugo's mom, Katsuki. Mitsuki. Wrong series entirely. Now, with that, Bakugo would be a bit confused, saying, how does this guy know my mom? As a picture would flash up. Mitsuki helping Inko. Bakugo getting a bit mad. And a text appearing, saying, Mitsuki Bakugo, caretaker for Inko Midoriya. And, well, she visits the hospital through these times with these times. Isn't that what you wanted? The information you wanted to hear. Katsuki. Bakugo actually a bit, freaked out. How does this guy know what he's saying?
I can hear all of you. You do know that, right?
Now, everyone would basically be in shock, along with Ida. Did he just hear that right? Hello? Who are you? How did you get this line?
Well, Tenya Ida, brother to the Ingenium. Tell your brother I said hello. And how is his nose doing? The last time I talked to him, I'm pretty sure I broke it. After sending him into a wall. So, do you know exactly what happened with that?
Now, with that, Ida would be actually a bit more concerned. His brother's told him that story before, but he hasn't told it to anyone else. So, wait, you're the real deal then?
Yes, I am the real deal. You sound more surprised than you should. You have engines in your legs. Besides, my super fans don't know how to do things like I do. Even then, I've gotten a bit of a new skill since I've last, appeared. So, you all need to listen to what I say, and I will possibly be able to ensure your survival.
Now, Todoroki would be angry, actually speaking up, saying survival? First, I have a couple questions that you need to answer now. I want to know why you helped me all those years ago. Even then, how do you know who I am now? And what does this have to do with me? How are you and I connected?
Calm down, Icy Hot. You're getting a bit too hot-headed. So, I will tell you some information. And if you choose to listen properly, you might find out exactly who I am. Besides, if you're gonna get that brainwashing guy, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm not even gonna hurt you unless you try to attack me. Even then, the only ones I really have to worry about are you and Bakugo. Other than that, I think things will be okay.
Now, with that being said, everyone is intimidated by this. This guy's for real. And, Todoroki's phone buzzing again. In fact, after a second, everyone's phone does. And it's a location. Along with the fact that the date to meet up has changed to a week earlier. So, you are serious then? How are you going to help us? Well, I can tell you that soon. But, hey. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. I need to keep some secrets to myself. You are aware of that. Keeping secrets to yourself. You should forgive her, you know. Now, with that being said, Deku would hang up the phone. Todoroki a bit annoyed. This guy's been prying into his personal life. How much of it has he seen? Mina, Ochako, and, everyone else speaking up. Asking exactly how are they supposed to capture this guy? We don't. We call the police and the authorities. Ida actually saying that he'll call them right away. And actually hanging up the phone. As he dials 911. His phone shorting out in his hand. And an X popping up on the screen. As Deku would say,
No you don't, hero boy. Listen, I said no cops. Wasn't that clear? So, I will give you one warning. And if I need to give you another one, I will blow up your phone. And Well, I think you'd have an invested interest in this. Since we might be able to stop us coming to your brother.
You're threatening me. No, you're threatening my family? No, I'm not. Pretty soon, there's going to be an attack on your family, and Genium might be killed. So, I figured you would have an interest in this. All of you would. In fact, if you don't, more bad things will happen to you. In fact, I believe that it will end with all of you dying. I could let that happen, but people have pissed me off. And I do believe the proper way of getting back at that is using you all. So that's it? We're puppets to you? Pass. I plan on being a hero. And my brother, I'll just warn him. He'll be fine.
Are you really that stupid? If you try and warn your brother, it's only gonna get worse. I said he might be killed, but you warn him that he's coming. That man will take him down and deliver his head to your doorstep. I've seen him. The vigilante's quirk is impressive too. It will be what, well, takes down your brother entirely, actually. Unless you can do what you do with your little reciprocal burst you're hiding.
Now, before Ida can even say anything, the phone would hang up. And his screen would go back to normal. Him calling back to the hospital. Basically informing everyone what happened. Yeah, he won't let me do that. Along with that, apparently my brother's in danger. Is he threatening you? No, it's not that. But he said I can stop it. Now, with that being said, a week would pass. Everyone meeting up. Todoroki basically picking everyone up in a limousine. It being a bit too fancy for them. Ochako is actually a bit, well, surprised. And really fascinated by it. She's never rode in one of these things before. It's really cool, actually. Now, this is when Deku would send out a text. And a bit of a message. It being a picture of them all. Him saying that he's surprised that the brainwashing boy hasn't showed up yet. In fact, let's give him a little incentive. Deku messaging Shinsho. Shinsho's basically been hiding out in his house after the events of the USJ. He's, well, scared of everything now. In fact, he remembers what happened to Aizawa, and, well, what almost happened to Sue, or Asui. The villain tried to decay Shu's face directly in front of him. When that, well, worked, it was horrifying. All he could do is run. And Aizawa just, well, was fighting. Aizawa nearly fought to the end. And he's pretty sure he's going to be okay. Doctors said he at least lost one of his eyes. But, well, he should be fine. Now, Shinsho's phone will go off again. Shinsho basically getting a picture of his room. And he would turn directly towards his computer and look at it, asking what's going on, as the screen would change. Deku was just saying that
I sent you a message. Now, it's impolite to not respond. So, if you want some extra power, I can give you that. But hey, isn't that all you want? To prove that your quirk isn't villainous?
How do you know that? No one knows that about me. I've only told myself that. You're a stalker. Isn't that right?
No, I'm not. Any of the sort. In fact, I usually leave people alone. But recently, things have been happening. And I believe I only asked Todoroki to meet. But he wants all of you there. If you try and attack me, it won't really matter. It won't go how you expect it. Please tell him that yourself. Now, I do believe you should get dressed and go to that little meeting.
Now, with that being said, Shinsho would just somewhat listen. He's not really sure what would happen if he doesn't. Actually meeting up with everyone. A couple hours later. Or at least 45 to an hour later. As they are a bit annoyed. Now, Todoroki's phone would go off. As he would just answer it and put it on speaker. Deku saying the following.
Now, Todoroki, I do believe you will enjoy this, or at least take a trip down memory lane. I want you to trace back your footprints to your origin. And, well, one of your closest friends. Can you do that?
What are you talking about? Are you talking about me going to my old schools? Well, alright. Now, Todoroki and everyone else will be led on a bit of a scavenger hunt. Them basically going to Todoroki's previous school, all the way across town, later on into the day, going back and forth between multiple academies, until they eventually do reach the school Deku used to attend, with him. Basically, a bit surprised. Deku calling them. Todoroki answering annoyed.
I see you finally found it. Took you longer than I thought. Do you know what you need to do?
Clearly not. What do you want me to do? I'm stumped for clues. Trace back an old friend. Trace back an old... Todoroki putting this piece together. And taking off running in a direction. Everyone somewhat following. Ida actually keeping up with him, asking what's going on. As he would just say he's pretty sure he knows where the architect is. As they would continue. Todoroki actually being annoyed and using his quirk, creating a pathway of ice and sliding on it to move faster and faster throughout the streets. On his own, he has improved his ice quirk significantly, since, well, his brother and his sister do at least try. A lot. His sister's ice quirk may be weak, but she's at least a lot stronger too. And, well, she does find it to be cool, but not worth hero work. So, he would just keep going, everyone following this path. Todoroki eventually arriving in front of an old house. Or an apartment complex now. As there is someone standing in the shadow, waiting for him. Todoroki trying to catch his breath. And, well, everyone getting there too. Shinsho being the last to arrive. As they all begin to chat, asking Todoroki what this place is. Well, there used to be a building here, or a house. It belonged to, um, what was his name? Izuku.
Yes, Izuku Midoriya. Do you remember him?
Everyone turning around as Deku walks out from the shadow, them all being a bit surprised. He's the architect. Yes, yes, I am. Now, before we begin, I do believe I owe you an explanation. As Ito rushed forwards, trying to catch Deku, as he grabs Deku and tackling him to the ground, going to pull his mask off. As soon as Ito touches the mask, he would face directly through Deku. Deku disappearing.
Did you really think I'd let it be that easy? You need to understand. I said I'm not here to fight. Pull another star like that, and I will take you all down. None of you will be fast enough to stop me. Understands?
Yeah, we got it. Everyone beginning to speak up. That's it? That's your quirk, illusions? This whole time the world's greatest hacker was just that type of quirk? No, actually that's not my quirk. What? As Deku steps forwards. The real him this time. Todoroki staring him down, asking what Izuku Midoriya has to do with any of this. He died in a house fire whenever that he was 4. And he's been dead for quite a while. So, do you mind telling me why you're sending me down this trip to memory lane? What does this have to do with him? Well, I see you haven't quite pieced it together yet. But I'm guessing this will at least help you. Now, Deku would begin to slowly bring up his hands, as they all somewhat back up. Deku actually just doing one simple thing. Pulling off his hood and his mask, as he lowers it and reveals his face. Todoroki confused and a bit shocked, until the clouds part, and he can clearly get a clear view of him. Deku actually messing up his hair. Midoriya? Wait, this guy's the architect? Todoroki running forwards, and going to hug Deku. Everyone mistaking that for something else. As Ida, Ochako, Mina, and Kendo, along with Baku, would rush forwards. Todoroki somewhat has a smile on his face and is a bit, well, crying. Deku immediately bringing his hands up and slowing things down. Juno helping Deku, instructing him to keep a steady focus on this. And he can do it. Deku revealing in his left hand the apple, walking forwards to each one of them. Doing one simple thing. Walking past Todoroki and chopping him on the back of his neck. As hard as he can. Not hard enough to kill him. But he would proceed to do this to everyone else. Along with the same to Ida. Along with actually putting his body on the ground. Doing the same to all of them. Walking back over to his proper place, and, well, resuming time. Them all falling to the ground instantly. Them being a bit shocked. As Toga would walk up, or at least pull around the corner with a van. Momo and them hopping out. That went a bit well, don't you think, Midoriya? Well, could have gone better. But they misread him. He clearly remembers me, and is at least happy. But he's gonna have questions, so let's hurry this up. As they begin to load them into the van, and driving away. Going back to a bit of a different hideout. They head to a different safe house across the city, or at least nearby, away from mummies, as they would all begin to wake up. Them all a bit shocked. Basically all waking up on a big pile in a big pile on the ground. Them all trying to catch their bearings. Ada just confused. What? But I thought we attacked him. We did. Why did you guys attack him? He's no threat to us. He's an old friend of mine. Really, half and half knows the fucking architect. That's rich. So, at least he got one thing right about you, that fucking nickname. You don't understand. Guys, he used to be a good friend of mine. Please. He probably only did it because he said he would. But he's a bit different now. Now, with that being said, Deku would walk into the room, with his hands in his pockets, looking directly at them, saying that he knows that they're, well, gonna find that a bit odd. But hey, I said I would do so if you attacked me. Now, Katsuki, before you get any ideas, don't. I'll just take you down again. So, Todoroki, my old friend, you have questions. What do you want to know first? How I survived? Well, quite simple. A father figure to me, well, a father to me now, but things have changed, I'll explain it later. He saved my life. My mom, she broke her back saving me from a fire after our house exploded. Then, as Deku goes on and on and on, with all the information, explaining everything up to this point, leaving out the assassins, Toga, Momo, and Toru, along with actually letting these two walk in. Todoroki seeing the short-haired girl, and, well, a bit confused. Along with Toga, Uraka is confused too. Wait, you're working with him? Oh, yeah, actually I am. I've been working with him for a long time, but I kinda just wanted to see if you were okay. You were the only friend me and Toru had before she... Yeah, I'm guessing you have some knowledge of that. Well, I do, but I can't explain it without it sounding crazy. Here, just everyone come here. Deku pulling out the apple, guiding them one by one on what to do, showing them everything. As soon as everyone touches the apple, they would see Juno. Her somewhat just saying that this is quite alright.
Ah, yes. I see I have visitors of knowledge. So, what would you like to know? Ah, never mind. I know already. I will tell you everything. You see, Toru's death was needed, and actually required. Although she wasn't killed. It was more of a accident, but Midori did not cause it. She took his blade and stabbed it into herself. Along with that, I do believe we should get Toshinori Yagi, or as most people do refer to him as, All Might. We need to inform him upon his successor's death.
Now, everyone would just back away, watching Deku just looking at these floating symbols. Not really sure what just happened. Clearly something, well, happened, right? Did they all just see the same thing? Juno? Yeah, that was her name, right? This is crazy. You're telling me I'm talking to my oldest friend. Fuck. So exactly what is going on? Yeah, anyways. I got that covered. Now, the Creed, they will probably hate me for this, but we need all of you to go into training. This is going to be a lot harder to explain without, well, knowledge of them. And you must join their ranks in order to get things sorted out. Alright. Now, everyone would be confused, but at least understand. With that being said, I'm going to leave this part off of here, guys. I do hope you enjoyed the video, and I have a lot of editing to do, and I hate myself right now. But, hey, I kinda don't care. Messing with that thing is really fun. And I can deal with the repercussions now. Or at least later.